Well, certainly, sir. Foreign direct investments are very welcome. At the same time, however, it has to be a balancing act, din, as some commentators have pointed out, a balancing act between attracting good investors and good investments, at the same time protecting the national interest. How do you view the safeguards put into the bills? Well, to begin with, can you run us through the safeguards that have been put in the bills?
Well, the safeguards are there. Anybody who would invest in the Philippines, no, can see the potential. There are aspects wherein it can be safeguarded. Public transportation, is not included in this opening up. Plus others. Okay.
For example, yes, sir.
As I said, I think the key point there is the infrastructure, because this will benefit the populace, no? Whether it be power or it be connectivity. This is what is lacking, especially during the COVID pandemic. It's so obvious that the connectivity on broadband has really put on a severe impact to the marginalized, the white students studying through the broadband, especially in the outskirts of Metro Manila, wherein the broadband is sort of lacking in its speed, no? So all of this, not only in business sector, but also in the education, that area of connectivity on broadband. The other aspects of many projects have been pending, but there could be more, because the growth of the Philippines must be not just concentrated to a few areas. The administrations talk about inclusivity, and this is where that such investment must be all over the region. And may I add, I just read one of the comments of Secretary Sonny Dominguez. He said that none of this progressive legislation and programs would have been possible without President President Duterte political capital and political will.
Mr. Barcelon, this bill will still go into bicameral conference. Are you watching any particular provision in particular that might disappear, might be significantly changed?
As I stated earlier, the lower chambers version is more liberal. Okay, there was quite a lengthy deliberation, wherein some senators, maybe out of concern that there should be safeguards in this, no? The natural monopolies in public utilities will still be protected. Okay. And while security concern, I think may be mitigated with appropriate measures. But overall, it's more positive. No, I think a lot of times we are compared to the other ASEAN countries. They're more open about foreign investments. And for the longest time, yung foreign investment equity nila hanggang 40% lang. And this has been long in the not just earlier. Robbie mentioned about foreign chamber, but for the longest time, our chamber, local national chamber of PCCI, has been advocating for that.
Yeah, Mr. Barcelon, nabanggit niyo po kanina yung sa House version, as you said, bit more liberal. Nabanggit niyo rin some lengthy discussions about certain sectors now being included beyond the original list of quote-unquote natural monopolies. For certain, I imagine, national security considerations among other things. I just want to ask, you're referring to the inclusion of airports in the Senate version as well?
Yes.
But does that,
yes.
Is that a valid concern, you think? And why include airports there as public utility? And is that a valid concern, do you think, na there are national security considerations there?
If you were to look at it, that we are matters of such nature wherein it touches on security, I think the government seems to be taking a more careful approach. Of course, if you were to ask me, or the business sector, we would be more than happy to have this open up, no? Because, again, I said, you foster more competition. Whoever comes in, okay, can come into the Philippines and provide the kind of services that is really up to international standard, while they can still make money. Okay? Nobody's going to invest a project na lugi sila, no? So if you were to ask me, from the business sector, we're very open. Because we know that it's a global world. We cannot protect certain sectors for them to not upgrade the service that is comparable to international standards.
Speaking of services that need upgrading, I just want to ask, and correct me if I'm wrong, public utility vehicles na dagdag din. I can imagine yung sa airports as a national security debate there, but pati PUVs?
Pati ano?
Pati public utility vehicles, PUVs?
Yes, that is something that we do not agree on. We think that it doesn't have to be, no? But as I said, in the deliberation, you can see certain personalities that really sort of stress that issue heavily. And that is why the give and take between the legislator has come out with a version that is livable in the meantime. I would think down the line, they might have to tweak it again. No? The competition now, I mean, like, we're encouraging, some sectors is encouraging our government to to go on board the RCEP, the Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership. Okay? That is well and fine because we have more access to some market. But on the flip side, you have to be ready because you have to open your market also. It's a two-way traffic. Okay? Like the agri sectors have been voicing their concern. Ayaw nila. Even before the RCEP, we have the TPP. Okay? And the agri sector is one sector that has been expressing their concern. But we know very well that the agri sector or certain sectors, we can see their pain points, and we have to address it. Okay? And agri sector has been, in our chamber, we have been advocating really the government focus more on agri, farm-to-market road, technology, irrigations, and all of these are infrastructures.
Okay.
And we think that a vehicle, as what we see now, that the law would provide the parties, whether foreign or local, to be more aggressive in providing those infrastructures.
Yes, sir. But the PCCI, sir, or at least kayo po, from your point of view, is there any reason to be concerned about foreign state-owned enterprises coming in and wholly owning public services? Or yun nga, enterprises that receive a lot of subsidies from foreign states? Kasi in effect, you're balancing, you're balancing the state interest
the balance
versus business interest.
like in the telco area, okay. There's some sensitivity to this because of secrecy issues, okay. And we per se, our technological know-how may not be at the level where it would allow us to confidently allow 100% ownership. And this is where I think some of the legislators are coming from. Na itong mga high-tech yung mga 5G, kung ano pa, baka hindi pa handa tayo na mga na yung issues of like hacking or foreign countries interfering with our critical or information. I would think that it's a really a balancing act wherein we from private sector compare, because we want foreign investment. So we're comparing ano ba yung nasa ibang bansa? Okay? Why are other investors going there?
To that,
Imbis na dito sa atin.